In this video, you will hear about 5 activities that you can use during lockdown, whether you're living on the land or on the water. My name is Marianne and I am part-time boater. When Peter moved onto the narrowboat, he already had his cat, Flan. He had to give up his second cat because she was much too nervous to warrant bringing on a boat. So therefore, Flan's only companion is Peter. So when Peter's on the boat, Flan wants attention. And once he's had some attention, what do you think he wants? He wants more. So that uses up quite a bit of time. If you're on a narrowboat or considering going onto one, a pet is a good idea, whether it's a dog or a cat. Peter thought he would have a lot of time on a narrowboat once he retired. So he thought he would take up an instrument and learn some music from scratch. He didn't choose a piano or a violin or a guitar that I could teach him. No. He chose a bandoneon. Now I thought the violin was a difficult instrument. That was before I met bandoneon, and now I know differently. Peter practices regularly and he's coming along quite well, really. I can help him with the music, but not the playing of the bandoneon. That's down to him. A future video will show how he copes with lessons on the boat. I have a guitar and I take that on board sometimes. And when I'm there, I'm able to practice. In fact, I think I practice more on the boat than I do at home. Peter and I both share an interest in art. That is why the tagline for my previous banner was Cruising in Search of the Arts. But during lockdown, cruising's not very easy. Therefore, I've changed my banner title from Cruising in Search of the Arts to Design Your Ideal Boat Life. Things that I covered last year were much more varied than just art, though going forward, art is still going to be a big part of the channel. Peter creates digital art on his tablet, and I open up my sketchbook now and again and do some sketching. A couple of years ago, we had a really lovely evening on New Year's Eve doing some painting with paints and brushes and water. Perhaps there's an artist in you waiting to emerge. You might think about taking up art yourself. While spending my first Christmas afloat, we were gifted a ticket for the Old Vic on camera, and we saw A Christmas Carol. It was fabulous. We set it all up in the saloon part of the boat, and we got our wine. We took part in all the pre-show quizzes that were going on, and we had a really lovely time. In the interval, what do you think we did? We got more wine, of course, and that took us through to the end of the show. This opened my eyes to the possibilities of watching theatre on the boat. We can't go out at the moment, but we can welcome in the theatre to our homes. Perhaps that's something you'd like to consider. We thought it was such a brilliant idea that on New Year's Eve this year, we actually purchased a ticket to watch Alice in Wonderland, the ballet that was recorded in 2017 from the Royal Opera House. It was stunning. Such a good time. Now, all these activities can take place within the boat. However, there's a world outside of the boat, outside of your homes, that encourages you to go walking. Where we're moored currently, the towpath is really muddy and sticky, and it doesn't make a pleasant walk. However, a previous walk that we did before Christmas, the towpath wasn't too bad, and therefore we went out for a walk on Christmas Eve and took in the sights. Peter has a companion. This is unexpected. This is unexpected artwork. On some sort of railing or gate.
And the other side of the bridge, there is more. Heron, some sort of ant, I would say, or spider. Spider, 8 legs, yeah, I counted them in the end. Look at how clear the water is. You can see the swan's head underneath the surface. See what it's doing. Beautiful. And there it goes on its merry way. And the sky is coming to sunset.
You can't help but smile when you see the swans and various other wildlife outside. You can hear a lot of things too, dogs barking, all manner of things. But going out for a walk in the fresh air is a really good thing for your health, for your well-being, and especially during this time of lockdown, it takes you out of your environment and gives you the exercise that you need. Highly recommended. I'm not a walker, but I have done a lot more walking in this last year during the pandemic than I've ever done before. So those were my 5 activities that I was going to talk about. All these activities are things that you might consider doing during a lockdown. They can be done on the land or the water in any home situation. I hope you think outside the box and maybe decide to take up one of these or something different, or even take up a hobby that you've already done before but you haven't done for a while. It's an ideal opportunity to do that. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing and sharing this video with somebody whom you think would find it helpful. And until next week and next week's video,